So it's your first time in a gym in a really long time, or it's your first time ever going to a gym, and you're kind of scared, you're kind of nervous, you're really hypersensitive of what people are thinking about you and every look that you're gonna get, and it's really hard to deal with. And I understand that it's something that before you even get into the gym, before you even get into the, step into the doors, you're already worried about what people are thinking about you, how you're even gonna get yourself to get into those doors, and it's very difficult. And it's made even more difficult with all the memes that you'll see around New Year's. Oh, New Year's resolutioners. This is what the gym looked like December 31st, and now this is what it looks like January 1st. It's packed now because all of these New Year's resolutions are in here, ruining my gym workout, ruining my gym, ruining my atmosphere. And it's really difficult to even step inside of the doors. So you get in, right? You get into the doors, and now you don't know what to do. You feel like everybody is staring at you. You feel like everyone is just looking straight at you and being like, of course, look at this person coming into the gym. They'll be here for about 2 weeks and then they'll probably leave. That's exactly what you're thinking. And it's very difficult to deal with that. You're afraid to, get on some sort of machine because you feel like, I don't want to take that over from somebody that might deserve it more because they're here more than I am. I don't want to take that over because I feel like that's their machine, that's not mine. I don't deserve to be here yet because I've only just started coming. You're nervous. You feel like everybody is staring at you. Every move that you make is being criticized and analyzed by everyone else in the gym, and you feel like everyone is just staring at you and waiting for you to make a mistake, waiting for you to show how incompetent you are being in the gym. You're waiting for it. You're waiting for yourself to make that mistake. You're waiting for all this stuff to happen, and you're just terrified. You're terrified to make any step. So what do? You go over to the cardio machine that's, they're open, and you know that if you sit on this cardio machine or you stay on this cardio machine, you won't be in anyone's way. And you'll just be able to do your own thing, and that's it, right? But then maybe you've been going for a while, and now you feel like, wow, I've really not learned very much because I'm too afraid to step on that gym floor because I'm afraid that all these people are going to be staring at me. I'm afraid that all these people are just going to start judging me because I don't have enough knowledge when it comes to this. And it's frustrating, and I've been there. I was that person that went to the gym, looked at the weights, and was just terrified. I mean, I'm serious. I couldn't imagine myself getting out there and laying on a bench and trying to do a bench press. It wouldn't happen for me. I was terrified of what people would say and what people would think. In reality, most people, and I'm gonna say most people because there are some people that are just mean and they're just jerks, but most people are not staring at you and waiting for you to mess up. I can promise you that much. Now, there are gonna be people, and I say this because I've been this person, and it kind of hurts saying it, but I'm just being honest. Who, you're on a machine that I'm used to using, right? I go to the gym 6 days a week, right? I'm used to being able to use this machine, and now there's somebody on there that might be new, and I don't want to say I get frustrated, but it's visible that I'm like, oh man, I wish that person wasn't there. And that's wrong. That's wrong of me. I shouldn't think like that, and neither should anybody else. Because if you think about it, yeah, I might have been coming here longer, but I'm paying the same dues that you are. I'm giving the gym the same amount of money to be there every single month. So you deserve to be on that machine as much as me, or as much as the dude that's like a professional bodybuilder. We all deserve to be at the gym just as much as the other person. There might be people that have more knowledge, but that doesn't mean that they deserve to be at the gym more than you. If you're just starting, there's tons of things that you can do. My biggest tip for anybody that's just starting to get into the gym and they're really nervous about any sort of exercise, I'm telling you, there's tons and tons of information right here on this website, on YouTube. Tons of it. I learned, I'm gonna say 80% of what I know from YouTube videos, and that's not a lie. I'm not exaggerating at all. 80% of what I know, and then 20% is maybe being at the gym, and luckily, you guys know Brian, he's been hugely helpful for me, teaching me how to, showing me things. And then there's personal trainers, and I know especially on YouTube, they get a lot of flack because there are some personal trainers, and I'm being honest, that are just not very good. They're not there to teach you anything. They're there to take your money and try and get you to keep coming back to them and keep coming back to them and keep coming back to them, right? But there are some personal trainers that will teach you what you need to know. If you do have a personal trainer, make sure you are asking questions, like an insane amount of questions. Every single session, you need to be figuring out stuff so you can do that when you can't afford that personal trainer anymore, or when you just don't feel like paying for a personal trainer anymore, you know what you need to be doing at the gym. But I'm telling you, research on YouTube is super, super, super helpful, and it has done so much for me. And I mean, there's so much knowledge here. There's so much knowledge here, and it can be really helpful if you are just super nervous about stepping out on that gym floor. But again, you have to understand that most people are not like just looking at you and staring at you and just like thinking every step that you take. It's not that big of a deal. I promise that. You know, like I said, there are some people that are just jerks that are gonna be mean to you. I've been there too. I've had people that have just said things to me or just looked at me a certain way, and you could just tell that they were just like annoyed that you were there. But you know what? That's their problem. If they're annoyed, that's their problem. That's nothing to do with you, because like I said, you deserve to be there as much as that person that maybe even just won a bodybuilding show. That's great for them, but that doesn't mean that they are a better human being because they've done that. That doesn't mean anything. It's really easy for people that go to the gym all the time, like myself, 6 days a week, right? To feel like you deserve those machines. You deserve that bench press. You deserve that squat rack. But it's not true. You don't, like, I don't deserve any more than you do if you're just starting to go to the gym. You deserve as much as I do. You are paying the same membership that I am. You deserve to be there just as much as I do. So it's really hard to think like that when you go to the gym all the time, because in your head you feel like this is my house, this is my second house, you know, I'm here so much, I deserve to, you know, get first dibs on things. But in reality, that's not the case. That's not how it is. That's not how it should be. And like, I just want to challenge people that do go to the gym all the time, that know exactly what they're doing. If you see somebody that's standing by a machine and you can tell that they're just like, they want to use it, but they don't really know exactly how, just help them, you know? Like, that is gonna, I remember, this is a story that I have. When I first started going to the gym, and I was really, really, really overweight, and I was on an elliptical, and I was just kind of, you know, doing my thing, looking around, you know, just when I first started going to the gym, I used to look around all the time, because all the time I just felt like somebody was staring at me, or it was like, you know, there was like a group of girls staring at me, making fun of me or something like that, right? So I was staring, and then this guy walks up, right? And you could tell he wanted to talk to me, so I took my headphone off, and he was like, "Hey man, I've seen you in here for the past like few days, and I just wanted to say, keep up the good work. Like, you are doing an amazing job." And I remember, I still remember that. And it was like the first few weeks of me ever going to a gym, and that fueled me for a long time. Your words can be really, really helpful, especially if it's somebody that doesn't really know what they're doing, and they look at you and they see that you're fit, they see that you know what you're doing, and they, you know, they aspire to be like that. You know, they aspire to be what you are. And then if you walk up to them and say, "Hey, if you need any help, if you have any questions, just ask me. I'm here to help you. You know, my name's John. Just ask, you know, because I don't want you to get hurt," right? So there's so much power, and people are expecting people at the gym that go there all the time to be rude to them. They're expecting people to be like, "Oh, here we go again, another person at the gym ruining my workout," right? That's what they're expecting. So if you totally flip that and you're like, "Hey, I come to the gym all the time. If you have any questions, let me know. Let me help you. Let me be that person that can, you know, help you out free of charge," you know, and just, I'm telling you, that will make such an impact. And that will make them, you know, keep coming. And you might be like, "Well, I don't want them to keep coming. I don't want people to keep coming." Let's be honest here, right? Most people that make the New Year's resolution to start coming to the gym are not gonna follow through with it, right? And I hate to say it, but it's just true. So you being rude to people, honestly, is not gonna do too much, because they're already gonna make the decision to keep going or to not. So why not just be helpful and help people out? Like I said, I get it. Sometimes it can be frustrating, and I've been there, you know? When someone's on a bench press and you're just like, "Man, I really just want to get my workout done." I get it. Like, I really understand. And like I said, I've been that person that's been obviously annoyed with it. And I hate saying it. I hate saying that I've been there, but I have. So just, if you guys could just help people out, and if you're somebody that's getting into the gym, understand that most people are not staring at you, and they're not just analyzing every move that you make, every step that you take. You know, they're just there to get their workout in, just like you are. So don't be too nervous. And again, do your research on YouTube. There's so much information here. If you want to learn how to bench press, there's 50,000 videos on how to bench press on YouTube. Trust me on that one. You know, if you want to learn how to do a machine, promise you, there's a video on YouTube. And if you're really, really just lost, and maybe you don't learn from videos very well, you know, get a personal trainer if you can afford it. Just do your research. Make sure that they're gonna help you. Ask your questions when you're with them. Don't just let them tell you, "This is the workout we're gonna do. Let's go." You know, say, "Hey, why am I doing this? What is this work? How is this working?" Those are my tips. You know, I just want to encourage anybody that's starting to go to the gym around this New Year's resolution time, or anytime, you know, anytime that you just start wanting to go to the gym, do it. Like, it is so awesome when you start becoming competent in the gym and understanding how things work and how muscles are supposed to be contracting. It is such a powerful tool, and it will make you feel awesome, I promise you. So that's my words of encouragement to people that are, you know, just starting to go to the gym, and, you know, hopefully people that are already going, you guys got some stuff out of this video as well. You know, maybe you'll be able to help people that maybe before you were just annoyed with. So that's my video for today, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. There was one other thing that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, look up my fam.